Hi guys, very warm welcome. I've got a very special guest with us today. Please help me and welcome Andre van Heerden, a managing partner and director from the UAE and Europe. He's here in Cape Town this week. So Andre, very warm welcome, and it's lovely to have you here on site with us.
Thank you, Carlin. It's lovely to be here. Yeah,
A bit colder than the UAE.
bit colder than the UAE at the moment, and a few drops as we're standing here, but lovely to be here. Thank you very much.
Andre, tell me, as eldest son of Louis, you've been living in the UAE, you've only seen the project online as we go. What did it feel like driving up the hill here to your home where you grew up in, and you saw what was going on here behind me? What was your first thoughts when you saw the house?
Carlin, difficult to explain, mixed emotions, so many lovely memories growing up here, and to see this as it is and walking through the site and standing where your bedroom used to be, amazing, exciting, amazing, and very emotional.
Andre, tell me a little bit about the history of the house and maybe some fond memories or something you would like to share with the viewers following our project.
Carlin, I was 9 years old when we moved to Cape Town, and my father bought this plot and decided to build this house. At the time, there weren't many properties occupied up in the hills here, so it was pretty much veld and nature and a few houses sitting up here at the top. Yeah, the reason Cape Reed exists today was because of the challenges my dad faced at the time to get the thatch roof up, and reliable contractors, and just getting the project done on time was such a challenge that the entrepreneur in him came up and he saw the opportunity to start Cape Reed. So this villa is the reason for Cape Reed's existence and where Cape Reed actually started. In terms of memories, goodness, as a 9-year-old boy,
Plenty to do.
goodness, we used to be in the veld all the time, and we built dens, and we had ride our bikes up and down, and just being outside and
being children.
And being children in a setting like this at the time in South Africa was just such a wonderful privilege and such a blessing. I cannot.
And a great time to grow up.
Fantastic time to grow up.
Technology.
And exactly, and we had so much fun. I mean, I was thinking as we drove up here, there's such a whirlwind of memories from a small boy to one of my fondest memories was as a young teenager. I remember one night me and my dad were playing darts in my bedroom, and I was very nervous because I wanted to take out a girl for the first time to the movies, and being the eldest son, I haven't got a brother or a sister to look up to ask these questions. So I was like asking my dad, so how do I do this if I want to take this girl to the movies, and what's protocol, and what am I supposed? It just, I don't know why that thought came up, but that was one of the first things I thought was such special moments that me and my dad had, and well, we as a family had, but a one-on-one fantastic times that we had here in
bonding time.
Absolutely amazing.
Tell me a little bit about your dad, like, his passion for Cape Reed. He had such a passion for the thatching industry, but not just for thatching, like Cape Reed as a family business. What can you share with us there?
My dad was old school. He lived and breathed this company. This wasn't a company or an object. To him, this company was his life, and he preserved it for his children and for us to take the business to new heights and new developments. He was passionate about sustainability. He was passionate about the product, from the Cortes Insignis, the thatch itself. He did and collected a lot of studies about its sustainability and its versatility.
Yeah.
He absolutely lived and breathed that this business, and us growing up in this business, having that example, you have no alternative but to live and breathe this passion that he had for the company, and try and fill his shoes. Really, is the challenge.
Andre, talking about your dad, and looking at the project behind me, how are you guys keeping your dad, the memory of your dad, alive in this project?
Carlin, my dad, wanted to change this house for a few years already before his passing. The design was always a work in progress. Last week you spoke to Stefan, or a couple of weeks ago you spoke to Stefan, the architect, and he would have told you that my dad always had very precise ideas of what he wanted to do. He was a stickler for detail, everything, there was no grey areas, it's right or it's wrong. And we're trying to keep that passion and philosophy of his by the design that he was very much a part of, and that he initiated the redesign of this villa, of this house, and creating that special connection between updating the style to a more modern, sustainable thatch house, as opposed to 30 years ago when we built this villa. Sustainability was with a thatch roof was a bonus, it wasn't a requirement. The new design now is designing and building some of his creativity, his passion for sustainability, all into one package, and keeping the main idea of what he had for this house in mind. And it's a new beginning. It's an absolute new beginning for Cape Reed, for Cape Reed International, for my mom. It's a new chapter in her life, to be able to enjoy the house that we all so fondly grew up in.
Andre, just looking at it, like what would your dad say about this?
Carlin, Dad would have had a lot to say, that's for sure. He always found something that could be improved.
Something that could be better.
Yeah, he's. I think he would have been very excited, as we all are, and he would have made changes as we went along, for sure. But he would have been very proud.
Yeah.
It's a proud moment for me being here, I just wish.
He could see it.
He could. Well, I'm sure he sees it. I just wish I could share this with him one-on-one. Yeah.
Wow, there's me tearing up for the first time on these videos. Andre, it's so special to have you here. We've got Doreen and we've got Francois and Louis with us, but having everyone together as a family, it's so special. So I want to thank you for taking the time and coming here to the house and like talking a little bit about us and your dad, and so we'll make our way and have a little chat to everyone and your mom and everyone. So thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for coming and taking the time as well and coming to have a chat with us. And thanks to you guys watching, and follow all our social media channels. #DoNit.
#Cape Reed Tribute.